So you've been misled about breakfast. It's only the most important meal of the day if you get it right. If you get it wrong, it can be the most disastrous. And most are getting it wrong. So before I share the top 3 healthiest breakfasts to fuel your energy, your focus, your resilience, let's get one thing straight. So we need to rethink breakfast, not as a tradition, but as a biological reset. It's the first major signal that sets up your cells, your brain, your mood over the next 12 hours. So it's critical to get it right. So what does the body need? Breakfast is just another meal. It simply means to break our fast that we've been in for the last 8, 9, 10, 12 hours during our sleep. We need the same things we need for every meal. We need proteins, we need healthy fats, we need carbohydrates, particularly unrefined carbohydrates. We want micronutrients like vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients. All of these are going to give the brain and your body what it needs so that you can perform at your best. So let's look at the top 3 healthiest breakfasts. So in no particular order, let's start with a nutrient-dense breakfast bowl. So the breakfast bowl is going to consist of healthy carbohydrates. So healthy carbohydrates are those unrefined carbohydrates. So that's unrefined grains, whole grains. It's root vegetables. These are going to provide your carbohydrates. They've got the fibers in them, the nutrients that help to make them slow release. They're going to contain minerals and other phytonutrients, all super important to your energy, to your vitality. And we also want to get in some good nutritious plants like vegetables. So that could be green leafy vegetables, it could be salad. We could even use things like sauerkraut, kimchi, which are pre or probiotics, which give us healthy doses of bacteria that are supportive of our microbiome. These are going to be full of phytonutrients, minerals, antioxidants, having all kinds of physiological effects on many of our different organs and our cells that help to really support the production of energy. We also want to get protein, of course. Protein that might come from meat, it might come from poultry, it might come from fish. Maybe not something you often think about when you're having breakfast, but if you want a nutritious breakfast, one that's going to sustain your energy all morning, you want to be eating these types of foods. Obviously, if you're vegetarian, you might go for eggs, or maybe if you're vegan, you might include some beans, some pulses, legumes, that type of thing. For fats, many of these things have fats in them already, but we could also maybe add a light dressing, like an olive oil, tahini, something like that, based oil. So that's the crux of it. There can be all kinds of different variations you might add to that. You can make that in many different ways, different fish, different meats, different vegetables, all that kind of stuff. So this might not be what you ordinarily think about when you think about breakfast. If you're stuck for time in the mornings, you can make it the night before. You might want to make certain items in batch, maybe even days before. This can help save time and make it much more easier and quicker to have in the mornings when maybe time isn't so available. But if you're looking for something a little bit faster, a little bit simpler, easier, just a simple yogurt can work. Not the store-bought yogurt that's filled with sugars and artificial flavors and things like that. I'm talking about plain yogurt, maybe Greek yogurt, or even kefir, which is a probiotic-rich form of yogurt. A little bit more sour, but nonetheless, a little bit more nutritious as well at the same time. And if you don't eat dairy, then you can also get non-dairy alternatives, like a coconut-based yogurt, which can be equally as good. You want to be mixing lots of stuff into this to make it more nutritious, though. So for carbohydrates, the obvious thing here is going to be fruits. So this could be berries. Berries are great. Try not to limit yourself just to the regular berries, the strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, but actually be a bit more adventurous. Maybe try some things like mulberries, goji berries, sea buckthorn. These are different types of berries you could put in that adds more nutrients, more phytonutrients, more minerals into the food, and more antioxidants especially. So this makes it super power packed full of nutrients. You can of course add tropical fruits, go very nice, bananas, that kind of thing, mangoes, pineapple, those can work really well. Always make sure with the yogurt that you've got plenty of sources of fats and proteins in there as well. So you might add some coconut in there, you could add some nuts, maybe some cacao nibs, This is all going to add to the nutritional value. Very simple, very easy to add in, very quick. You could maybe even make up a mix that you could add in make it even more super quick, super fast. But doing that, you're going to be full of nutrients, fibers, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, antioxidants, micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, everything you could possibly need that your body needs to produce energy throughout the day is going to be packed into this. So this is not just going to be your conventional yogurt that maybe many people are going for. We're going to really pack it full of nutrients. So one thing I will say about this though, is it doesn't work for everyone. Everyone's metabolism is different. Some people will find yogurt in the morning quite unsatisfying. I know it works for me as a snack, but as a main meal, particularly breakfast, it really doesn't work for me. If you find yourself crashing maybe later in the morning, a bit of fatigue kicking in, brain fog, anything like that, then it's a sure sign that maybe that breakfast isn't working. And this goes for all the breakfasts that I'm going to be sharing here. So yeah, that's the first two breakfasts. So before I get to the last, I just want to take a moment to let you know that I've just finished putting together my free guide on the top 7 ways to double your energy, which if you're watching this video, you're probably going to be interested in this topic as well. There's basically 7 of the best science-backed ways that I've found in my 20 plus years of experience as a wellness coach. These are really powerful ways to increase your energy, your vitality, your focus. And the best part of this is that they take next to no time to implement into a busy schedule. So it's more about making different choices rather than radically changing your lifestyle. So if you'd like a copy of that, simply comment energy below this video and I'll send that right across to you. So let's get to the last of the 3 healthiest breakfasts, and that is a smoothie or juice. Now, we want to avoid any kind of dysregulation to our blood sugar levels because that's not going to help our energy levels. We want to keep the blood sugar levels on an even keel. So that can be a challenge when we're talking about juices particularly. So we want to make these juices in a particular way to ensure that doesn't happen. And to do that, we want to make sure that the juice has some sources of proteins and fats, and maybe even a little bit of fiber in there. So I'm going to talk about how to do that in just a moment. But first, let's talk about the base ingredients. So I'm going to give you an example of a simple green juice or a green smoothie that you can make. You're going to use kale or spinach, celery or cucumber, apples, and a bit of lemon. That's it. Nothing spectacular there, but it's going to give your body a lot of what it needs. It's going to be great for hydration, great for minerals, great for providing energy, but we're going to add other things in to really make sure it's nutritionally packed, nutritionally rich, and going to support those healthy blood sugar levels at the same time. So how are we going to do that? We're going to add some protein into the powder. Now, you might do this through a number of different ways. You could use certain plant powders, such as alfalfa, nettle, hemp. These are rich in protein. You could also use algae like chlorella or spirulina. Adding some of these into the juice will help to increase the protein content and help to prevent any kind of dysregulation in your sugars. Or if you prefer, you can actually use things like unflavored collagen. Then for fat sources, we might add a bit of avocado, nut butter, tahini, any of these things. Again, are going to add nutrients into the juice, but it's also going to help balance your sugar levels. So on top of that, we also want to be maximizing nutritional profile through the vitamins and minerals, the phytonutrients, the antioxidants that we find. And we can do that through a number of other additional powders that we can add into the juice. Now, you don't have to add everything I'm going to talk about here into it, but the more you can add in, the more nutritionally beneficial this is going to be. Word of warning though, it will make it thicker. It will be less of a juice and more of a smoothie, the more powders you add in, but at the same time, you're getting a lot more nutrition. So you can use things like grasses like barley grass, wheatgrass. Those could be great, packed full of nutrients. Seaweeds, particularly rich in minerals, so things like Irish moss or dulse are great for that. Berries, dried berries or ground powdered berries like baobab, chamomile, sea buckthorn. These are fantastic, super phytonutrient rich, super rich in antioxidants. You can use roots, for example, things like ginger or turmeric for their anti-inflammatory benefits. You can use mushrooms, which there's a whole host of different mushrooms you could use with different benefits. Have a look into that. That some mushrooms offer benefits to support the immune system. Some are more anti-inflammatory. Some are great for stress management or energy management. Do your own research. See what mushrooms you could try. It could be reishi, cordyceps, and many other ones. All are great. And so by adding in powders like this, we're going to increase the nutrient density. We're going to slow down the absorption further with the fats and the proteins, and now the fibers of these plants that we're adding in. That's going to support your energy, packed full of minerals and vitamins that are all going to be very supportive of the energy pathways and the way the body and brain really function. But once again, a bit like with the yogurt, these don't always work well for some people. Some people really need solid food, much more protein and fat-rich foods, maybe animal foods for some people. So you've got to listen to your body, see how it works for you. You can play around with the ingredients. You can maybe even try a different type of breakfast. Maybe experiment with all three and see which one works best for you. Everyone's digestion, metabolism is different. So there's no one size fits all, one approach that's going to work for everyone. And just a reminder, if you want real, lasting, sustainable energy, then check out my free guide, The Top 7 Ways to Double Your Energy. Just comment energy below this video and I'll send you a copy. And of course, and subscribe this video.